Hey, everybody, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone had a good Monday, President Day off. Hope everyone is ready to get this week started. The week ahead, Benzinga is the week ahead. Each week brings a quick preview of big news items from over the weekend and also a look ahead for what's going on this week, things you should be watching for, earnings, econ, other big news items. My name is Brent Slava. I'm head of the Benzinga news desk, and with me is Steven Big Beat, or he is senior vice president for Benzinga Pro. Steve, how's it going?
I am good, Brent. I hope you had a great weekend.
Thanks, buddy. I did. How about you?
Good, good, good.
All right. So, big news items from the weekend. Coronavirus did top over the 70,000 reported case mark. Steve, we've been using a little tracker provided by the Johns Hopkins University. You can just do a Google search, coronavirus Johns Hopkins tracker, and you can find this thing. It's bringing you up to date information about confirmed cases and the regionality where that stuff is happening in real time as far as we can know. Anything to add on the coronavirus front on your end of things?
Look, I think it's very serious. We're starting to see some of the companies coming in that are producing and manufacturing in China that are saying, well, you know what, maybe we are going to get hit a little bit, like Apple.
Yep, and that's a great segue. So Apple down 2% right now. Definitely one of the main things that was weighing on the broader stock market today. Over the weekend, Apple came out and said that, hey, we gave guidance for sales for our upcoming March quarter a little bit ago, and we are no longer going to meet that. They cited the coronavirus. They also said that while facilities in China are now coming back online, they're going to be coming back online at a slower than expected rate. And you can see Spencer, our producer for Pre-Market Prep Morning Show, just pulled the chart there on Apple. And again, it is down about 2% or so. Also, over the weekend, Japanese GDP, this is the main growth figure for all economies, and Japan showed quite a contraction, down 6.3%. This was the preliminary reading for the last quarter of 2019, again, down 6.3%. And last quarter, that's the end of Q3, they were down about they were up about a 0.2% rate there for the growth. So just barely hanging on to growth as a last quarter. And then heading into our first reading for Q4, down pretty strongly. We are going to get a intermediate revision and then also a final reading. We get 3 readings on these GDP figures. Big Beat, anything on the Japan side?
Yeah, it's very simple. When the United States gets cold, the world gets flu. And obviously, with Japan and now Germany both warning that their GDPs are falling, recession's on the way around the world.
Absolutely. And then kind of a reminder from the very end of last week. So on Friday of last week, that would have been the 44th day after the end of the last quarter. And you guys might know that we get 13F filings out from the street's largest hedge funds. And Warren Buffett, always a highlight there. These 13F filings haven't really been like the most price sensitive pieces of news over the last couple years or so, but Buffett is always a highlight there. He took new stakes in Kroger and Biogen. And so Kroger shares, let me pull up my handy dandy chart real quick. Kroger shares up about 7% today on that news, over $30.
Yeah.
All right. Anything to add on that one, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's very simple. Warren has been talking about going whale hunting, and look, he might have found his new monster to take down, and I think it's Kroger. You know, he's not been normally in the grocery store business, and moving into this, so why not? It's a KR.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving to our upcoming econ for this week. So tomorrow, that's Wednesday, we'll be getting PPI. We'll be getting an indication into housing starts and building permits. On Thursday, Big B, you and I have been highlighting the importance of manufacturing figures. Manufacturing really has kind of moved up to the forefront of importance for economic data points. And on Thursday, we're going to be getting an important one. That's the Philly Fed, the Philadelphia Region Manufacturing Index. And then today we had a really strong reading in the New York region manufacturing index. That was a reading of 12.9. Expectations were for just 5. So a really strong reading there. On Friday, another manufacturing data from Market. MARKIT, that is manufacturing PMI. That's at 9:45 on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, manufacturing, you said, was on the forefront. And let's be honest, New York had a big beat. And I'm pretty excited. I like that. I still want to see the numbers out of jobs, wage growth. Not seeing that. But if manufacturing numbers are coming up, wage growth should be right behind it. So I'm pretty excited to see those numbers.
Good stuff. Big beat. All right, jumping over to notable earnings for this week. So we are sort of like tailing out of the earnings season. It was kind of a funky earnings season, I think, this quarter. But for this week, tomorrow, later today, that's Tuesday, we're gonna get Agilent, we're gonna get Groupon. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna get Wingstop, we're gonna get Dish Networks, Garmin. On Wednesday, after the close, Zillow, Stamps. Thursday, Domino's, AK Steel, Newmont Mining, Dropbox. This is pre-market Dropbox, Zscaler, and First Solar. And Friday before the market opens, we're going to be getting Deere. So again, kind of like not the most exciting earnings reports this week, but these are important considering where we are in the cycle here. Another quick little item to put on everyone's radar for this week. Thursday, February 20th, we're expecting that Macau casinos are gonna start reopening their floors. They closed their floors on February 4th as account for the coronavirus. They wanted to stop the spread of that, obviously, and so we've been noting that MGM, Las Vegas Sands, Wynn, the China producer over there, Melco, MLCO, have definitely been impacted on the back of coronavirus. A couple big movers, real quick, just to get on everyone's radar. Biotech, Steve, you were looking at biotech. You said biotech is still hot. What were you thinking on that?
Yeah, biotech's still hot. FDA is very busy this week coming up, and the next week coming up, they'll be very busy with a lot of things going on there, a lot of approvals to be had there. And you know what? With the market being down, biotechs are up, so that tells you where the money's been moving to.
Yeah, and then another one that you were looking at was Virgin Galactic. The stock, the ticker's SPACE, SPC. It's up 25% right now. Something going on with this ticker?
Yeah, it's, for example, it's a cult stock, but I'll tell you what, I think a lot of people have started to realize now, and it happened over the last few days, is that everybody thinks SpaceX is all about sending up retail people up in there, commercials, sending us up into space. But SpaceX has a whole different thing that they're doing as well, and that's Starlink. And I'm really excited about Starlink. That gives customers like you and me to get off those cell phones and AT&T and Verizon and move to Wi-Fi phone use anywhere and everywhere. And I think sending up 60 new satellites is what really got this market hot here.
Yeah, and this thing was trading under $7 back at the beginning of December. Now we're trading much closer to $40, right? About $36 or so today in ticker SPCE. That was the week ahead. Again, the week ahead wants to give you a quick look at upcoming events and get anything like this biotech talk or, heads up on ticker SPCE going crazy day on your radar. And that's what we'll do each week. So until next week, everyone have a good week and we'll see you next Monday. Have a good one.